Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys the first perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this topic here. So one of the biggest stories that's about to start probably in a week or so, or maybe 2 weeks or so, is going to be the NBA free agency, right? That's going to be the biggest story, and a lot of it is going to have to do with LeBron James. What he plans to do for the summer. Is he going to play with the Lakers? Is he not? And this and this and this. Now, recently we got a video here, and this is from NBA on ESPN, but it was Rich Paul on the Pat McAfee show. And essentially Rich Paul was asked, how many teams are potentially interested in the services of LeBron James? And Rich Paul said something that many of us find very hard to believe. He said that between 10 to 12 teams are interested in signing LeBron James. Take a listen to that there.
Things are kind of just going into the world right now. From your standpoint, what's a realistic conversation about LeBron James, the 41-year-old man who's entering year 55 potentially, or retiring to a golf course?
Here's what I'll say to you, Pat. Believe nothing that's out there, because I haven't had one conversation with him. At the end of the season, I made it clear that I would respect he and the family, because this is going to be a family decision for him. This is not, look, I went on to build a business that will do great long after LeBron retires, and so I'm not dependent of that at all. And Maverick has done the same thing. He's done a tremendous amount for everyone he's ever encountered with, ex-teammates, coaches, executives, etc. I don't think there's a player that has done more for not just the game, but people in the game that has benefited throughout his 23 years. And so whatever decision he decides to make, that is his decision. He doesn't need to make a decision for anybody but himself in this regard. And so, but there's been no conversation. I have not had one conversation with him. We played a couple rounds of golf. I don't mention it. When he comes to me and wants to sit down, I am more than prepared for every scenario that there could be. But when you think about numbers that's being thrown out, what we're asking about and all these things, that's all false. We haven't had one conversation with anybody about anything. And so I'll continue to give him his time. And when he's ready to talk with us, Pat, I can tell you this. I tell you guys this. There has been incoming calls from every team with the excitement of possibly him playing for them. And so at 41 years of age, going on 42, I think that's something to be extremely proud about. And, it's one of those things where it's like, wow, even at 42, I'm still wanted. That's admirable.
You had to put a number on that, and obviously you rep him as well, so the higher the number would be better for your leverage, but everybody understands everything. Would you say 5 to 10 teams have called him, or like the teams that could potentially get him? Would you be able to put a number on that? Like the Pacers called, obviously.
Yeah, I would say, without naming names, I would say, about 10 to 12.
5, 10,
12. Okay, all right, we appreciate that number.
So you heard what he had to say. Then we have another post here, and this is from Full Court Pass, and they said LeBron James and Rich Paul are going to ask the Lakers for a max contract per Basketball Talk and NBC via NBC Sports, right? So I'm like, okay. Now, as someone that's a Laker fan since the early 2000s, it's clear that a lot of Laker fans are kind of ready to move on from this LeBron James experiment. But for whatever reason, it seems LeBron himself is exhibiting an unwillingness to let the franchise be in peace. It's like the guest that just won't leave, man. It's like the guy just can't read the room. So recently they had Magic Johnson on ESPN. He was on Get Up and in First Take. But on Get Up, Stephen A. Smith asked Magic Johnson directly about the potential of LeBron James returning back to the Lakers. And Magic Johnson all but refused to essentially say that the Lakers should bring back LeBron James. Take a look at the sound here.
Do you keep LeBron, or do you say, okay, let him walk and we'll invest in Luka with Austin Reeves and build around that?
I think both of them going to have to say, hey, LeBron, I want to come back. The Lakers, I want you. And then what's the number? I think that's going to be the key on how much money they pay him.
Charles Barkley said on this show last week he thinks LeBron should finish back where it started in Cleveland.
Well, that's not a bad place. They're already set up to win, and you put LeBron in that lineup, that's a really good lineup and a chance to really do something in the East. But we don't know what LeBron wants to do, and we don't know what the Lakers want to do. Mark Walters, the new owner, has to make that call and that decision, and they got to make it soon because the draft is coming, free agency is coming. So, hey, LeBron, what do you want to do? Hey, Mark Walters, what do you want? And they got to make that, before the draft and before free agency.
So you saw the video there. What are my thoughts about this? I think that a lot of these Laker legends are kind of they've seen this. I think that they know that this story has kind of ran its course. I think they're tired. If I'm being 100% sincere with you, I think they're tired. I think at this point in time, these people are ready to move on. That's what I think. I don't think many of them want him back. I've certainly heard Byron Scott allude to it, and I'm sure a lot of others are like, man, let's let the franchise live. I know for a fact a lot of the fans want, like, the Lakers have to turn the page. They have to turn the page. LeBron has been there for 8 years. 8 good years. In those 8 years, they had 1 year when they won the championship in the bubble. Since then, it's just been a bunch of ineptitude. Total ineptitude. Total and utter ineptitude. Now, his fans will say, oh, well, the Lakers before LeBron. But now when LeBron there, the Lakers are relevant. Yes, they're relevant. People are talking about them, but for all the wrong reasons. That's the problem. So if you're telling me that the offer, the thing that you want to hang your hat on was that LeBron brought the Lakers irrelevancy, yes, we are aware of them, but for all the wrong, the Lakers have been a clown show over the last 8 years, a total clown show. We've seen various iterations of them, and it just didn't work. We've seen them under 3 different head coaches, Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham, now J.J. Redick. It's not working out. The team is not good enough. But I've said this. If LeBron fans are keen on LeBron James coming back next year to play for the Lakers, then let him come back. They certainly want him to get paid the money that he wants is $50 million. Let them pay him. Pay him his money. But then I don't want to hear any of you guys complaining that the Lakers don't have a good enough team to help. I don't want to hear it. If he's going to pick up all the money and Austin Reeves is going to pick up his money and Luka Doncic is going to get his money, then I don't want to hear anything. Now, if you think other people are going to take less money for LeBron James, you are living in Narnia. If you think LeBron, who's already a world worth well over $1 billion, that other people should take less money for him, you're living in a freaking fantasy land. Would you take less money? Maybe you would, because LeBron fans have no shame. But real people are not taking less money for LeBron James. Like, they're not. Nobody's doing that. So if you're keen on him, the 42-year-old getting paid that much money, then go for it. That's what I have to say to LeBron fans. If you think that he deserves to get paid what he's worth, then pay him. And then show me some examples around the league where you have 42-year-olds that are winning championships, or 40-year-olds. Show me. We just finished watching some of the best teams in the NBA. Is anybody confusing those teams with the Lakers? No. So then go ahead. That's what I have to say to LeBron. It's not even worth fighting them anymore. Let them have it. But then don't turn around next season and start complaining about Rob Pelinka and put the pieces together. Nobody's coming to LA to play for $5 a month to play with LeBron James, bro. Nobody's doing it. So that's my take on it. But in terms of Magic Johnson and a lot of these guys, I think they're over this thing. I don't think they want him in LA anymore in terms of, like, not from a malicious standpoint, but I think they're ready for this team to move on. But we shall see. But don't put it past the Lakers, because I have a hunch he'll come back. I have a hunch that LeBron will be back next season. These are my thoughts.